Go and refresh your pages.
And we're live.
Joe lives to be the star.
Good evening, everyone.
Hello.
Good evening.
Thank you for coming in tonight and hanging out with us. Give us a minute while we do our not our pre stuff, but we need to go and we're not fancy here.
Yeah, we actually have to.
Not.
We have to do manual work.
We're not fancy, and we don't have good assistants. Well, I don't. Let me just speak for myself.
I can't say anything because I don't know him very well. I just know him through what you say, and by the impression I get from you, he's horrible. Like I don't even know why you employ him. Totally.
Not even fun.
So I feel bad real quick. I want to before we introduce and say anything, I do want to show people what I'm working on, and I just haven't had the time to really develop it right. But I think once we do, it's going to be so awesome. So I want to show y'all all something really cool. Okay, so y'all got to keep quiet, and then you just got to watch.
Oh,
okay. I didn't see Joe's name.
It was the very first one. I'm top billing.
I must have blinked.
So once we get really down on stuff, that thing is going to run off at the beginning, and then we're going to be able to easily transition into us, and then we're going to look a little bit more professional.
So you know what I thought you were going to show us?
No, what?
Like tiramisu or something.
I keep on tearing my suit.
Hey, we need to introduce this fourth person that we have. All of us.
Oh, I guess you're right. Yeah.
So am I on camera or?
Yeah, you're on.
You're totally on.
Okay.
You're
I wasn't sure if I was
totally
supposed
on.
to say anything or wait.
No, it's my show, mine.
All right, my bad.
Well, then you can introduce him then.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for being here tonight. I really appreciate y'all being here. I know the likes and the views are just going to shoot up now, but I want to introduce a couple of friends of mine tonight. And then I say that, and then it goes down to 12 when it was 14. So over in the top left-hand corner of your screen, we got Joe Baker, or Not Joe Mama.
Not Joe Mama today.
And then the bottom right-hand of your screen, we got Sandy here tonight with us.
Hello.
And then as our guest host tonight, we brought on the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, Brian, the life of Brian.
Life of Brian.
So yeah,
it's one of my favorite movies.
Is it really?
Mm.
I bet you've seen it like a million times or something like that.
And why did we bring Brian on? Why did we bring him on?
Yeah, so here's the answer to that is we wanted to better engage with our viewers, and so we thought it'd be neat to pick random guest hosts who usually come and watch the show and comment, and that's what we kind of did. We asked Brian if he wanted to be on. It wasn't more as someone we'd interview and whatever, just someone to come and hanging out with us while we just talk and see what's happening.
Yeah, but I'm still doing interviews, so I am looking for production assistants and stuff like that. So the last guy that we interviewed,
ouch! Let's not bring that up. That train wreck was
maybe.
I must have missed that. Who did y'all? Yeah, I must have missed it. Well, thank you all for having me on. Yeah, I missed it.
Oh man,
I didn't have it on in my pocket.
That must have been the only episode that he missed, right?
That is amazing that you missed it because it was our highest rated one so far.
It was.
Hey, before we get started, I'm going to do our local business plug.
Go for it.
This is Donna Gillespie, and her business is Copper of Studio, or DonnaGillespie.com. She's a local metalsmith and jewelry designer here in Lubbock, Texas. She uses a jeweler saw and metalsmithing techniques. She hand fabricates and never reproduced adornments from copper and brass to defy a world inundated with mass-produced accessories. So every piece is what's it called? What's the word
Unique.
I'm looking for? Unique. There we go. With an unwavering purpose to restore and reunite individually reverence to craftsmanship and the world's intrinsic beauty, I am connecting never reproduced adornments and beautiful souls together one at a time. That is Donna Gillespie with the Copper of Studio is what it shows here. She's got some really cool pieces too. We'll post her website and information in the comments so you guys can check her out. So
please do. Cool. That sounds interesting.
So who's going to start with their weekend?
Well, for our viewers who are here, just so we can catch you up on Monday Ketchup, we like to just talk about what we did this weekend. And usually, believe it or not, that takes up the full hour. And we're starting at 5 minutes, but here in a minute when we end, we're going to be like, did that just happen? Are we already at the end here?
We're already
So,
at the end. Yeah.
yeah. So, why don't you start us off, Joe? We'll just go right around the screen. You
Okay,
first, me, then Sandy,
so
and Brian
I
can
kind
go
of
last.
plugged this in my little post. I don't know if you've known, but I got me a smoker and I thought I was doing really good on smoking. My last 3 dishes were pretty good. So I thought I would go ahead and make the jump into the brisket. So
How did that go, Joe?
spoiler alert, it was bad.
Oh, come on. Are you
Bad.
sure? Because you know how I belong to this Facebook group of bakers, and they're always like, "Oh, sorry, everyone. This is my first one. I know it's bad." And I'm looking, I'm like, "What?"
No. So it may have so that's the thing. It may have looked good, but you're supposed to a good brisket, you're supposed to be able to just pull it apart with your hands like this, just go like this, and it's supposed to melt apart. This is what happens with mine.
Oh,
Like you're like, oh man, it wasn't so tough that it was called beef jerky, but it wasn't. I was not happy, and I went and curled up in my little room in fetal position and said, "I'm a loser."
how long? How long?
So
how
did
long
y'all
did you let it
try?
cook?
Did everybody try to eat it?
So my
Did y'all
family was
try to eat
nice.
it?
Yeah, we tried to eat it. My family was nice. They're like, "It's good. It's got good flavor," but I knew it was not. It was not good.
So were
It
they
was
They were
all like,
chewing nonstop.
yeah, I was chewing it nonstop, and I was like, "It's not good." It was like, oh, we have. I told her that okay. So we have a guest here,
I
and
guess?
yeah. So I told you we were looking for a new assistant or whatever to kind of help out with the show.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is her. Her name is Farrah Fansington. We're gonna bring her on and just kind of do a quick little interview like we did with John, just to kind of see if she might be a good fit for the show.
There was nothing quick about John's.
Well, he
Wouldn't say
was
that.
he was a little over the top there. So,
But wait,
let's.
Farrah Fansington. Okay.
Yeah, I believe her name is Farrah Fansington. Well, hello, Farrah.
Hey, Farrah.
Hi, Farrah.
Hi. You guys are so cute.
Thanks.
I'm so happy to be here.
My
Thank
kids
you
tell
for,
me that too.
letting me
Thank you.
on your show and whatever.
Our show.
Oh,
Well, Farrah has points because she didn't call it a podcast.
Oh
Right,
yeah.
thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, I get that. That's super cute.
Cute.
Yeah, that's super cute. I really like that. That's super cute.
Oh, that's
It's
fancy.
amazing.
My friend one time, she told me that she was listening to a podcast, and I was like, oh my gosh, I have to get in on that, and I haven't done it yet, so that's cool.
Podcast.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's so
So,
cute.
Farrah,
Jamie loves to hear the word podcast. It just makes his day.
Oh,
Quickly
it's
turning
such
into
a
one of-
cute word.
So you
Or
are looking
whatever.
to be part of the show, is that right, Farrah?
Yeah, I mean, quarantine and stuff. So I have to get a job or whatever. And my friend Sarah, her friend Rachel, and her friend Rachel was married to this guy named Jimmy, and his son had a job. And I was like, oh my God, I guess I should probably get one of those. So here I am.
So your friend Rachel's Sarah.
No. My friend Sarah, her friend Rachel, her boyfriend's her son. I don't remember. Jimmy's
told her
friend. Yeah, I don't remember the exact connection, but that's pretty much how it was. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was super cute. He had a job, so I was like, maybe I should get one.
Well, seeing as this was okay. Well, Farrah, how did you find out about the show?
Well, my friend Dale, he told me about it, and he was like, you should totally watch this show. And I was like, oh, how cute. And so I didn't really watch it, but my friend George told me, you know, like what you guys did on the show. So I was like, okay, I'll try out or whatever. But like, who wouldn't want me? You know, like
That's true.
Wow, like she definitely got prepared, unlike our
Yeah.
other guy who could
Yeah.
barely make a tie.
I mean, they
Yeah.
say dress for the job that you want, and it's not like I like want this job, but like, you know, I'm trying to get out there. So
So,
it's like super cute.
tell us about your last 3 or 4 jobs. You know, what did you do for
Oh,
those?
I brought my resume.
Your resume. Oh,
Yeah,
oh,
I brought
okay.
my resume. So like, I have been a silent auction speaker, and a sunbathing supervisor, and like a professional spender of money and stuff because I'm really good at that.
Oh, that's good.
And
Professional
my
spender of
favorite
money.
job, yeah, my favorite
Those
job
are great jobs.
was a mirror observer. And so like I had to observe mirrors. And it
Sounds
was like
fun.
super fun or whatever. So
So
like
you didn't
yeah.
sell the mirrors, you just observed them.
I observed them. I made sure that they like showed my reflection correctly or
Oh.
whatever. And
In
so
the
it was like
corporate world,
super
they call
fun.
that
I
It's
just
pretty
quality
important. You
control.
don't want.
Yeah, quality
yeah, like
control.
I just got to like look at myself and stuff. So it's super cool. I have been a breakup texter. I would like text girls' boyfriends and break up with them for them.
Oh,
There's a market for that?
Yeah.
What's the going rate for
Yeah.
that, Farrah?
I charged like $25 per word or whatever. But you know, it got kind of complicated whenever the boyfriend would be like all heartbroken and stuff, and then I'd be like, okay, honey, I need to know the history. And then I would have to like spend like 5 whole minutes listening to her like sob story of how her boyfriend broke her heart
I hear
and
you.
like cheated on her or whatever. So I like broke up with him for her. So I'm such a good person or whatever.
Yeah,
yes.
regular Mother Teresa.
Yeah,
Or
I'm
whatever.
saying
Or
like
whatever.
yeah, like or whatever. Exactly. Like you get
Or
what I'm
whatever.
saying. That's so great that you know what I'm saying.
Brian,
That's so cool.
you do the show,
That's super
Brian. Do you
Totally.
have any questions that you think we should ask, or go ahead and feel like asking?
Oh, where to begin? I really enjoyed those jobs. I kind of jealous that
Yeah.
there's jobs where you can just sit and look at a mirror and that's the job. How do you
Yeah,
interview
yeah.
for that? Like, did you
Well,
have to
like
go?
I just kind of went to a furniture store, and then like there was a big mirror there, and I just kept staring at
And they
myself
just
because I was like checking my makeup and stuff. And like they were like, you should be a mirror observer. And I was like, what's that? And they were like, honey. And then
so
I
they
like
groomed you.
Googled it. I Googled it. And I like found this guy from Thailand, and he flew me down to like observe all of his mirrors.
From Thailand. Wow, so
Yeah.
you've traveled the world then. You
Oh yeah. Like my daddy has a yacht, so like I spent a lot of time on it. And like, you know, sometimes he gets like quirks or whatever from like airlines and stuff. And so I like fly places and I go to like wherever or whatever. It's super cute.
So
is
if we were to bring you onto the show, Farrah, what qualities would you be able to bring?
Oh, like all of them. Like you need me for this show. Like let's get real, okay? Like who doesn't want to look at this? Okay? Like
That's
I'm
true.
just saying.
I mean, we already have
Saying,
Jamie,
like
so
I mean, but we're talking about me,
kind of
so
Oh,
encroaching on his
sorry.
territory.
oh right.
Oh no.
Oh, she's good at getting us on track because we are talking about her. That's right. We were
Right,
yeah.
exactly
So I'm just trying to redirect it because we're talking about me, and we need to just stay on topic because I'm trying to get this job, and I think your show's like really cute or whatever, and like I got dressed up or whatever, so like you should hire me, okay?
Yeah.
okay. Your makeup
Um
looks really good, by the way. Thank you.
Right.
My what?
Your makeup, that's amazing.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, I spent like 2.5 hours doing my makeup today.
Oh,
So,
wow.
like, yeah. Well,
That
like,
makes sense.
I didn't do it, I guess. Like, my girl that comes in, she's my makeup artist, and she, like, did it for me.
Oh, so you didn't even do it yourself. Someone else did it.
No, like I don't do anything for myself really because like we have a butler and like a maid and like a makeup artist and like a stylist and like all these people just and a hairstylist. Like, look at this hair, you guys. She did a great job or whatever.
I think one of her strengths is delegating. What about you guys?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, she's really good
Yeah,
at
I mean,
delegating.
I can
absolutely.
delegate. I'm not really sure what that word means, but I can do that.
So, for our viewers right now, we've had some new viewers show up and just want to let them know that we are interviewing a potential production assistant here.
Yeah, no, you're hiring.
Yeah, I don't think there's an interview necessary. It's kind of.
And her name is Farrah Fansington, and she's joining us.
Hi.
And so, any of you, if you have some questions that we could ask her for this interview, we'd really appreciate your input as well. Farrah, is there something you'd like to say to our guests and viewers who are here tonight?
Well, I just want you all to know that I'm like super nice and I'm like really easy to get along with. And like I am really fun to listen to. And I'm like really pretty or whatever. And like, so, I mean, and I have an interesting life and I go a lot of places and like I have a lot to talk about. Like, actually, one of my jobs was like talking for like mimes. So,
Talking for
I would
mimes.
like talk for them because mimes can't talk. So like I can talk for whoever or like say whatever.
So
I'm
you're a
just really
champion
good at
for
it.
mimes.
Yeah.
Well, somebody
Yeah, they
needs,
love me.
frankly.
They love me.
It's very
Everybody-
I have a
mimes
underserved.
lot
need
of
loving.
mime friends.
Okay.
That's-
What about real quick? You know that this is how to say this delicately. Is there a salary range you're looking for?
I mean, like
Because we don't pay a
I'm
lot.
used to living like really cushy lifestyle. Like,
I wouldn't have guessed that.
I make a lot of money by just like breathing and living normally, but like I'm willing to negotiate. So
Oh,
I'm okay with like you talking to me and giving me numbers. And if they don't satisfy me, I'm gonna have to say no. But I'm up for whatever at this moment because like I said, like quarantine or whatever, it's not super cute.
it's not super
No.
cute.
Quarantine
No.
is not cute.
That is definitely not
It's
super
not
cute.
cute. It's not cute.
Hey, Farrah. So Priscilla, hello, Priscilla. Priscilla asked a question, and she wants to know what does she do?
Oh, I do like everything. I'm like
Yeah.
super
What doesn't she
famous.
do? That's really the question.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I'm like super famous and like
Oh, really?
I mean, she's an
yeah.
influencer, clearly.
Influencer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, like
We could use
I
someone
have
like that.
like 4 followers on Instagram and
4?
like they all like hype me up so much. Yeah.
Get
4.
your own hype team.
And
I
they're
see.
super great.
So you're
Yeah.
saying that
Yeah,
if
they're
we
super
bring
cool.
you on, would those followers be able to follow you here?
Yeah, they totally would. They're
What a
probably watching
quadruple.
now. Hey guys. Hey.
Sandy,
I bet they're
Joe.
watching right now.
Uh,
Hey Gina.
I don't know. If 4 followers, that might actually.
Right.
The
I'm kind of
numbers are going to
liking that.
skyrocket now.
That'll double,
You know,
that'll
Yeah.
double
I
our
think that's a
viewers.
little bit more than our
Yeah,
previous.
quadruple.
Yeah, I think our
Saying.
previous interviewee, he only
I'm
had like 2 or
for you
3.
guys.
Wow,
Like,
yeah.
I mean, how much work would I actually have to do though? Like, I'm just curious because
Oh,
like
Well, it
I'm
doesn't
not
seem like any
real
of them do
good at
work,
like.
so
Okay, cool.
you
Contrary,
fit right
That's
in.
great.
are you good at googling things?
I normally have my girl do that for me, but like, right now I can
Why would
Google
she
whatever
Google?
because my nails, you see this, like the nail salons are closed. And so like I don't have nails. So I could totally Google right now, but whenever the nail salons open back up, I'm gonna have my nails back. So I'm gonna have to have my girl do that for me.
Oh, okay. So how much do you know about like audio and video stuff?
I mean, like I know a lot of people that do those things.
Oh,
So like a lot, pretty much.
A lot, pretty much.
Well,
I
you're
basically, I know
Connections.
all of
She has
them.
connections.
You've got
I
connections.
do.
It's
I
all
has
about
connections.
connections.
Okay.
Well, Farrah, I want you. Oh, sorry.
Is that a
Love it.
pineapple?
that is so cute.
Yeah.
She has props.
Isn't it cute?
It
It's super cute.
really. I think so. I think we need to hire her.
Jamie,
Just to say that. I'm sorry. She has a pineapple cup.
Jamie's all
guys.
in.
I'm
So-
hired. You guys, y'all are so cute. I'm like on the show now
got
or
a-
whatever.
Farrah,
Hey.
we might be
We're
spiritual.
besties.
I think we're spiritual fruits.
Y'all are
I
something.
have many
Right.
pineapple things. Look, my phone case is even pineapples.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. Do you see how shiny that
Farrah,
was?
Jamie will be out reaching out to you.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like I'm hired or whatever, right? So like I just need to know my
Um,
salary or whatever.
We're
Yeah.
gonna talk about that.
We'll
And then-
talk about it.
Yeah, you can
And-
talk about it, but like don't take a long time, okay?
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, we won't take it long.
Before the quarantine is over.
Oh,
Problem.
thank God.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm
So-
excited for that.
Okay, cool. I'm excited too. I think what we'll do is we'll talk. We'll get back to you. Maybe we can have you kind of prepare a little something on the side for us, so we'll bring it on the show and see how it works out.
Fantastic.
Kinda
That
like a
sounds
test run.
So cute. That sounds super cute. I
Yeah,
really
maybe we
like
can
that.
work on the
Thank
cute
you.
part a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, like I mean, but it's so
It's very
cute though,
cute.
right?
It's very nice.
cute.
Very cute.
Yeah, like it's super
Yeah.
cute.
Very
Farrah, thank
So-
you so much for coming
like
on the
this
show.
podcast.
We really
Yes.
appreciate you.
Yeah.
I
and
really enjoyed this.
I think you did.
I think it's
I think
thank
you did a job for the
did
interview. So
fantastic.
that was great. So
Fancy job.
Well, thank you
you did a
guys.
fancy
Yeah.
job, Farrah.
A fan
we will
fiction
be in
job.
touch.
Thank you so much, you guys.
Thank
Have a
you.
great night, Farrah.
Kensington, thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye, Farrah.
Bye.
Thank you for your 4 followers.
Like,
keep 'em.
wow, she's so put together. Why didn't you?
What did, yeah, why does she, I mean, I'm not gonna lick a gift horse in the mouth, but
I'm
So my question is, how did you find her, Joe?
well, yeah.
Was she
Well,
in a
because
furniture store and you were in a furniture store? That can't be possible.
she actually reached out to me via email, so I had no idea. But I did notice that there were 10 jobs or something like
Ah.
that. So I went ahead and said, well, she's got some kind of experience, something, but I didn't
She's a worker.
realize, all of those were jobs actually. Whenever she started reading them off, I was like, oh,
She had a resume.
She had a resume.
hair did, and she had her makeup
It's
did.
very important to have resumes.
look,
and
let's not
She had her makeup did.
she thought everything was cute. So.
let's not
Well, she
overlook-
didn't.
well,
I mean, she didn't
let's
do
not
her
overlook
makeup,
the
though,
fact that she
so-
had a pineapple for a cup, though. Okay,
Right. She was super prepared too.
look, a pineapple
Oh,
is a
yeah,
sign
way more than I
of
am.
friendship and hospitality. Okay, so just want y'all to know that.
It's also a fruit that tastes really
Okay, look,
good. More importantly,
First of all, it's a fruit and it's delicious.
thank
first
you,
of all,
Sandy. Thank
and
you.
it pretty much ends in it being a fruit. So
Exactly.
starts and ends.
And whoever
I'm
decided
in
to put
between, it's a
pineapple
sign
on
of whatever.
pizzas, they need to be shot.
No, they don't.
Pizza is
Yeah,
lived.
no, we don't do pineapples on pizza.
Oh,
We do pineapples on
Y'all
pizza.
haven't lived. Just get
So
out.
Sandy, you're
left-
pineapple
I
on
mean,
pizza?
not if you want to do it right.
Side,
Okay,
right
over here, we know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is the non-pineapple. This is the non-pineapple.
I'm sure
side.
y'all also don't enjoy like a nice jalapeno to go on that
Backwards.
pizza either, though, right?
One side.
Yeah.
Oh, jalapeno. You just take the pineapples off and put the jalapenos on, and you're fine.
Both. Why not both? Okay.
Yes, exactly. Why not
But-
both?
I don't think so. I don't think so. I'm out.
Not on a pizza because it doesn't.
What's it
So
called?
ranch goes with everything but citrus foods.
Why would you put ranch
So
on?
if you're eating, it's a pizza. Why wouldn't you put ranch on a pizza?
No, ranch on pineapple. We're talking about
Oh my goodness.
Pineapple.
You can't eat
I'm
it with
telling you.
pineapple.
Oh, look, here we go.
You can eat ranch with any other type.
Y'all have upset Brandon Grace. Brandon,
Blasphemy.
Brandon,
He knows.
He knows.
do you know what blasphemy means?
You're,
Well,
not blasphemers.
so we know about
it
my
means putting
failure.
pineapple on a pizza.
We know about my failure with my brisket, so let's see.
And your flavor profile.
In my flavor profile. So, Mr. Pineapples, what did you do this weekend?
What did I do? So after that explosive revelation on Friday night,
Oh,
for
yes.
those of you who weren't here,
He was probed.
I was not probed, but I had evidence
He was
that
probed.
I was teleported from one location to another location
You missed
under a mysterious set of circumstances. And everyone thought I was joking and laughing, but when I showed my Google timeline and that I had teleported across buildings, lakes, all these other
Highways.
impossible places,
highways and byways.
Yep.
Sandy was all of a sudden in full joke mode because that's how she can react to. That's the only way she knows how to react to serious stuff. And Joe was finally like just stupefied. Like he's a skeptic and everything. He was just like,
no. I wanted you to build the timeline.
Laugh like I was.
yeah. Anyway, after that, I finally went to bed about 3 or 4 in the morning, and then I didn't have much happen honestly this weekend. I was excited that I realized that my skunks aren't coming back, so
What
they're
happened?
gone.
How'd you do it?
Either I drowned the babies and the mama decided to leave. I don't think that happened.
Oh my goodness! What?
Or
Drowned the
the trapper who had told me to annoy them enough and they'd go. So I had the porch light on every night, and then every morning or it's night, I would fill up the hole so it would have to dig itself out. I didn't pack it in there. I didn't want it to die down there, but I'd fill the hole and then it would have to dig out. And I think that worked. So for the local Bloomington or the guy who helped give me that advice, it worked. I was thinking this guy this is the guy with the mouth like a sailor, and
Chase.
but it worked. Chase, yes, that was his name, Chase,
Oh,
and it worked.
I can't even remember the person we just
The only
interviewed.
reason I remember is because Skunk
Yeah.
chased Jamie, and Chase, the skunk master, helped Jamie.
You're right, he did.
Oh.
That skunk did chase me before, so it was
So-
brutal.
So
Go
I
ahead.
know I'm a top contributor, but I watched the episode obviously, but refresh me on exactly what you're talking about.
So this wasn't on an episode. This was
skunk?
on my personal Facebook page. I got home and freaked the living daylights
Okay.
out. I went live and I was like, "Oh my god!" So these skunks over here, they're like Wolverines, and so I was deathly afraid. Last year, I was dealing with
Are you sure they're not
groundhogs.
Wolverine?
Are you sure? No, I know they are. They're just Wolverines
They could
painted
be
like
Wolverines.
skunks. Okay. And
Oh,
so I
with
got
some
last
smell.
year. I dealt with them in the backyard, in the front yard. I mean, groundhogs. And so I saw the hole in the front yard last year, and I thought, oh, here we go. I start pouring the water down there to get it out to annoy it, and I saw the water gurgling, and the little nose comes out. I was like, oh no, it's babies. I was killing babies. I didn't want to do that. And then the face came out. I was like, oh, that doesn't look like a groundhog. And
That's
then
a skunk.
it came
you
out,
start
and I
pouring
saw the
more
white
water?
stripe. No, I ran because it started chasing me. I was like, are you kidding me?
Dude.
I ran across
don't
the
want that.
street, and it was like, what? So it took me forever to get rid of that skunk, and it stank like, oh.
So what were your wife and kids doing while you were running around the neighborhood getting chased by a
Just
skunk?
doing whatever they do in the house, just chilling
Just
out.
watching. Just
I'm
a normal
outside
day.
almost dying. I'm almost dying outside, and they're just laughing, probably playing on their little games, watching movies and playing
Yeah.
whatever. And I'm over there almost risking my life.
You
Yeah.
could have died.
I could have died. That could have been my last
For
day
the
on
neighborhood, for the family.
Earth.
That would have been a
Anyway,
way to go.
so tonight,
Death by skunk.
well, not tonight, but now the skunk is gone in this week, and I'm feeling great about it. I didn't have to have many interactions with it, but it's gone. It's done. It's
So are you going to
done.
refill your holes so it won't come in?
I think I'm going to take the
That's
cinder
the whole
blocks off
yourself?
that I put in last year to block it.
You did a what?
Cinder blocks. I put cinder blocks on. I wanted to make sure it couldn't get under the house. I put them in there, and
So you have just cinder blocks randomly placed all
not
around
randomly, very specifically placed.
the yard?
Have you been talking to my wife, Brian? You need to chill out, okay?
Hey, I think before we get to Sandy's Day, we need to go over our top comments from last week. That's what we need to do.
Yes.
So, Jamie, can you make that
Yeah.
happen?
Hit the button.
I didn't do yaws, but hold
Right.
on.
So
Y'all
I
need to talk
well,
for just a couple more seconds.
all I did was cut and paste again, so you don't have to worry about mine.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can,
not. I'm not.
yeah,
Trust
because
me.
I'm whatever. I'm so like C minus on all of the tasks that we have going. So
As long as it's not an incomplete, Joe.
yeah,
Hey, you're
exactly.
passing, man.
Right.
You're
And my
passing.
brisket, that was definitely it wasn't even that was C minus for sure. So
I mean, it's a C for trying.
right. It was
You know, I
a
really like that
high
she just
E,
kind of throw
maybe
this on me.
A C for effort.
C for effort or something like that, but it was crazy. It was crazy. Oh my goodness. So
And I meant to tell you, Joe. So Eric's first time doing a brisket, we ate it. It was edible. Took us a little bit longer to chew.
uh-huh.
But yes, his first brisket was like, it's okay, babe. It's good.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Oh,
still
It's okay.
man.
We'll get
Thank
past this.
We'll be okay. And
Is
so
we will make it.
you. We'll
and so
survive.
we put it in there. And we're like, babe, this is gonna be leftovers. We're gonna have leftover brisket sandwich. And then I shoved it to the very back to where we're gonna forget about it. And so then like 2 weeks later, I'm like, oh my gosh, we forgot to eat your brisket.
Oh
babe.
no.
Gosh.
Oh,
Just awful.
So has he done any more
maybe
brisket?
next one will.
He does. He has.
Okay.
He's got
All
it
right.
down. Practice, practice, practice.
Okay, good. Because luckily I didn't buy a full brisket because it won't fit in my smoker, but I only had to buy half a brisket, but I still managed to jack it all up. So
You'll do better next time. Now you know what you
Typical
did do
Joe.
or did
Yeah.
do.
But
You'll-
what's amazing though is the number of people that wanted to help me out once I posted my shame. Because on my Facebook I share a lot of funny stuff, I like to show off. I know it's hard to believe. I know it's hard to believe
Is
or
that what the
whatever.
brisket was supposed to
But
be showing off?
I thought I would post my failure and let people know that it's okay to fail.
That you're
Even-
human
That
too.
you two are human.
Even me, the best of us.
Yeah.
Even
Can
me,
fail.
not so exotic. I can fail.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, I got it ready now. I'm
All right.
good to
All
go.
right. Let's go. Who's going first?
You are.
Oh, sweet. All right. You don't have to show mine because it's
Because people want to hear it. Look,
boring.
it's part of analytics. If we put more stuff on the screen, they say more people will come.
Right, exactly. So my favorite commenter, person, viewer, Carrie Patton Jackson,
Hey, Carrie.
she said that Maddie has a BFA and Jamie wants a BFF.
I'll own that one. I'm okay with that one.
Man, Jamie was like so excited that entire time, and I know that he was not expecting to be that excited the whole time.
I wasn't.
So now he's
BFA, a Bachelor's of Fine Arts, guys. So
yeah,
that's what that
exactly.
is.
Oh, and then Shelby, she said, "Hi, friends," and the Leveland heavy audience for that one guy we interviewed. And I'm so glad you guys drank the Tiger King Kool-Aid.
Oh,
Well,
gosh.
2 out of 3 of us.
2, yeah.
Well,
Brian,
actually,
did you
3
watch
out
it?
of 4. Because Brian watched it.
Oh,
Right.
absolutely.
Yeah,
Did you
3
watch
out of
it?
4 of us.
Why
Brian?
doesn't that surprise
Yeah.
me?
We're
Why doesn't
all
that
in that Kool-Aid.
So, who hasn't watched it? Who
Jamie.
hasn't? Okay, so have you tried to watch any of it? Like, have
No,
you turned it
no,
on
no,
and watched
no,
the opening?
no. Nope.
That's all it takes. You just turn it on, watch the opening thing, and you're all of a sudden at the end of it.
You know, I don't even turn on the TV for stuff
You're
that I
like-
want to watch.
Sucked in.
It comes on by itself.
And then Kristen
It
she
goes on by
said, "Butter makes everything better."
Oh,
And I
That's so true.
absolutely agree.
yes. I almost made that one mine. I saw that one.
So those were my favorite comments from last week. So if you want to be featured on our comment thing, make sure that you're commenting and give us something to talk about, and we'll throw it up there on the screen, and maybe you'll get thrown up on the screen again.
Throw it up. Throw it
Throw it
up.
up.
All right. You ready, Sandy, for yours?
I'm ready.
All right.
So Crispin took it away. told her that she needed to watch Friday night. She said, "This better be good. I'm spending my valuable time watching y'all."
You know what? I called Joe and told him, I was like, I was all excited and telling him what to do. And then I called him back and I left a message. I was like, dude, make sure you tell Chris to watch this last episode too.
I told her that, and she goes, "Why?" I don't know. He won't tell me, but he told me that you need to watch. And she's like, "Okay."
And she was freaked out. After the show, she came to Joe's side and she was like, okay.
Oh, yeah.
She just said questions and questions and questions.
Yeah, she sure did.
She did. Yeah.
And then, of course, you can see my second one. Maddie has a BFA. Jamie wants a best friend. A best fine friend.
Looking for that BFF.
I ain't got no shame in it. That she
Did you go back and watch it? Did you go back and watch yourself? Did you see how giddy you were the whole time?
No, not yet. I'm afraid to. Just because of that, I don't want to. I did go watch her tap dance routine a few times though, so I was like, yes, she's talented. I was like, sweet. I know someone on the stage. That's what I thought to myself. I was like, okay, all right. My turn.
Did you go? Did you?
I got fancy, bruh.
Oh my goodness,
you got a PowerPoint?
I sure do. I don't remember how to work this thing, to be honest with you.
You have to hit the play button. There you go.
There we go. Ooh, it didn't work right.
Oh my!
Look at that.
Maddie's number one.
Anyway, so yeah, of course I'm gonna go with this one. Look, you guys absolutely made my day. There's nothing better I love hearing than making this with you guys, and then for people to say stuff like that, it makes me feel good. It makes me think, we're actually doing something positive for people. That's one of the goals of our show is to stay positive and upbeat. And for someone to say that about us, that makes me feel good.
Good pick. Good find, James.
That was good. That was a good
Thanks.
pick.
Yeah. Carrie. I love this one. So on one of the episodes, we were talking about a rib roast, and she was trying to say how she didn't. I don't remember something about not eating the bones or whatever. And I was like, "No, you didn't." I said, "I know you eat on those bones," and so that's what was her response was. You really are right about the bones.
I like it.
I ain't no lady when I have food in front of me. My hips don't lie.
Hey, I didn't know about the new reaction thing. The care.
Care.
Yeah, I haven't seen that.
Mine doesn't have that. Maybe because I don't care.
Oh,
that's really weird.
Yeah, I was like,
it knows you so well, Sandy.
I know,
like,
right?
What is it doing there? What?
Yeah, I've been asking Facebook to put a shaking my head emoji on, and that makes me so mad that I would even be okay with an eye roll, but to have the care, I think it's cute and all, but come on.
I don't have a care. I'm not.
She doesn't have a care.
No,
it
we don't
do her
either.
any benefit.
I don't really have it either. I just double checked because I was like, "What's going on?"
Oh, you don't?
No, I'm telling you. I don't.
You know why?
Because we don't care.
Because this guy has the beta. I have Brian. I have Facebook. I have dark mode enabled on as a beta feature.
I had a beta, but it died.
I'm so sorry.
Fancy.
It's terrible. All right, number 3.
Number 3.
Yeah, so I don't have any of that stuff.
That's okay.
I looked and I don't have
a
care.
They love you. They love you. Raquel Harris.
They don't care.
She said #replay. And again, that goes with kind of like with Maddie's, just the idea that someone else other than us is going back and watching the show too.
What did I miss?
Yeah. And then, so Brian, I got a couple for you too, so you could share. Okay. Here you go.
Sure. Dekisa.
Yeah, that's my wife, by the way.
So had anything happened? Yes. Had anything happened to my kids, I would have probed him myself. Nice.
And then Jamie threw out the care emoji.
Yeah, I've been throwing the care emoji out everywhere. It's the only one I use.
Know that he has the care emoji, and you don't.
That's me showing off.
That's really what.
And then here's Brian's other one that he chose.
These are great choices, really. I scoured every comment, made sure I picked the exact right ones. I wanted to come prepared for this.
Yeah, you did.
Awesome.
I mean,
so you got to read it for our guest. You got to read it for our guest.
Carrie Patton again. Carrie Patton is like, why isn't Carrie Patton in this?
She's right under you.
Why am I
there,
here?
And then she's right there.
Yeah,
she's like way ahead of me. I think I've had like 5 comments.
Facebook
she's
doesn't
had
lie.
Every favorited comment. No, I guess they
Well,
don't.
you have to read it, Brian.
All right. Carrie says, yes, I have. I opened a Texas Roadhouse and went through extensive kitchen training. We make the prime rib a few times a year using their recipe, but we have done Jamie's way several times and as well, and it is perfect. Nice.
Nice.
That's all we cared about. Jamie
That's
is perfect.
Great comment.
Jamie's way is perfect. That's all he saw. Even though there's
Carrie.
like other words in there, all he said is Jamie's way is perfect. Is that's all he cared about.
Carrie, you are just the best, Carrie. Let me tell you that. Don't worry about what this man. Let me see. You are fantastic. You're invited anytime, okay? Anytime.
Anytime.
So is that your burner account, Jamie? Is Carrie your burner? Is that what that is? I think that's what we're learning from this.
Carrie's a real person.
Jamie's got.
He's got four or 5 different tabs open.
I mean, if she was real, she'd be in the seat.
You know,
it wouldn't be me.
You know what's weird when you said that? I just remembered I've met several people in my life where I've always believed that their girlfriends or spouses weren't real, and never met them until like the very end. And I was like, oh, and then I go back later and be like, so how's Farrah or whatever, and they'll be like, oh, we broke up last week. I was like, oh, I met her last week.
Well, move fast. Super cute.
So I'm excited real quick. I do want to give a shout out real quick because my sister-in-law just joined and she threw a nice little comment on here. Look at this.
It's always a nice comment.
Hey Jaime, bro, keep up the great dialogue.
Oh, I read Jamie. That's weird.
That says Jaime. That says Jaime.
Oh yeah,
because seeing Jamie.
Yeah.
Yeah. My family knows me as Jaime over here.
Very, very cool.
Yeah, it is.
All right, Sandy, it's your turn to talk.
Y'all ready? Dude.
Yes.
Y'all ready for this?
Y'all ready for this? Okay. Y'all know that I don't read things fully. I just hear one thing and I run with it. Okay.
Yeah, you do.
So, I heard they were reopening parks, and that included Palo Duro Canyon. So I tell Eric, hey, we're going to Palo Duro this weekend. And I said, and I think we need masks. We're going to Palo Duro. I ordered masks. We're like, all right, we're ready to go.
Come on.
So Eric's like, all right, okay, we'll do that. We'll leave Saturday, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so Eric's like, let me just look at the website and make sure where everything is going on. And he's like, Sandy? Yes? We needed to have bought passes. I'm like, okay, well, go ahead and call. Go ahead and get those passes going. He said, the office isn't open today. And I'm like, what? So we just can't just roll up in the Palo Duro Canyon?
No, they weren't going to let you, were they?
No, you can't. I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, are you for sure? Have you tried calling? So he calls and they don't answer. And so we didn't end up going to Palo Duro Canyon. And
that's a sad story.
And nowhere to use them to wear them for anywhere.
So
then,
yeah.
And then I get so mad because I mean it's completely his fault, right? I mean,
right? Yes,
absolutely.
Very bad.
I'm sure you all agree. It is
always the guy's fault
because he knows how I am. If 15 years, I mean, it means it counts for something,
right?
You should know that if you don't read the invitation, we're going to be 3 days late to the wedding. 3 hours late because I don't remember time. I mean, he's got to follow up, and he acts like he was busy working or something during this quarantine. So I was just kind of upset.
Feels like business up top, home in the bottom.
I don't know. So we didn't end up going to Palo Duro Canyon, and that sucked.
I'm sorry, Sandy.
I know, but okay. So then I said, you know what? Let's go back to Dickens Springs. So we went to Silver Falls, and we hiked, and so it was okay, but it wasn't Palo Duro Canyon.
Right.
Remind me where that place is again.
Which one?
Palo Duro.
It's 30 minutes south of Amarillo.
Okay. Yes. Now I remember.
Yep.
Got it. Jeez.
That overshadowed everything.
So you haven't always needed to have a permit to go, or
No, just
whatever
just
to go
because
there,
of
right?
what's going on now.
See, I don't know. I've never been.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they closed all the state parks down.
okay.
So they were trying to make sure or whatever. But
Sandy, you should go to
Caprock
Caprock Canyon.
I
but you
saw
can't
that.
be mad at your assistant for.
Wait, I couldn't hear y'all. Y'all both were talking at the same time.
Sorry, Sandy, go ahead.
Oh, I just said Grant Wilson texted me that information.
Oh, okay. What'd you say, Joe?
Oh, I said you can't be mad at your assistant every time that something beyond his control happens.
Why?
Yes, I can. I totally can.
I mean, if you got one, that's what they're there for.
Right. Oh, they are the scratching board. Is that-
Yes.
I
And
don't
then
know
he
what that
also
is. I don't know what that even means.
the
he
scratch-
did admit fault. He said, "San, you had told me during the week, and I should have followed up, but I didn't." I'm like, "You dang right."
See, if
Right.
that was me, I'd have been like, yeah, and that does what for me right now? I'm just saying. I appreciate the words, but I'm not in Paladora Canyon right now,
Well,
am
what
I?
I did was I stormed out. I had to take care of some business.
There you go.
Cold shoulder.
Yeah, yeah,
Came back and he was working on dinner or something. Lunch.
yeah. Like, was it ribs or was it like a pork, a roast of some kind?
Steaks.
Oh, okay. Yeah, he did good then. He's all right.
Regular
Yeah.
old steaks.
Hush your mouth, Andy. Hush it.
No brisket. It's no brisket.
I was gonna say that, but I was like, too early, maybe.
Hey! It is. It's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine.
Okay.
Brian, it's your turn. You didn't know we were going to
Yeah. All the preparation that you guys gave me.
there were three of us in front of you.
Did he say put you on the spot?
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Okay.
Let's just make it my show.
Yes.
Right.
Go for it. We're gonna be quiet.
So it was kind of funny whenever I saw the whole ketchup thing. I looked at my calendar and I noticed that we would have had 7 sports games for my kids. Either I'm coaching or the kids are playing in or whatever this weekend. And we did none of them. We sat around the house. We went bike riding. I mowed the lawn.
That sounds fun.
I mean, that was pretty exciting. I actually made grilled pork for the first time, which was surprisingly really good. I haven't had pork chops in a long time.
Why is that?
And I've never
You
grilled
got scared
them.
because they were closing them down, huh? Never mind. Keep going. Sorry.
Wait, what?
I don't want to cause
so I grilled
panic
pork
with all of our
chops.
guests.
Yeah. Yeah, well, they are. I mean, they are closing them. Some of them,
Right.
but they're still out there. Costco still has a ton. So, and they're cheap, man.
Right.
$10 for like 7 pounds of pork chops.
What'd you say, Sandy?
I said, go out and buy them quickly.
Throw them in that freezer.
No. Oh yeah.
Man,
Yeah.
So
we got a whole bunch of pork
or
chops
did
made.
you-
It was good.
So you grilled them, or did you?
Yeah. So I grilled them.
Grilled them,
We've
fried
done
them.
fried pork
baked
chops
them.
before. My mother-in-law made fried pork chops a couple weeks ago, and those are pretty good. But I've never grilled them, so I grilled them, and it's crazy.
So what's it seems like there should be a story behind why you haven't cooked them in years.
It's never like first of all, until the whole quarantine thing, we rarely would eat at home. I mean, we were the type where we were coming and going, and eating at home just was never a thing that we could do.
That the common folks did.
Always doing sports.
No, it's just, I mean, we were never home to eat at home, so
How many
it's
kids
just
do
not
you have
something
again?
we did.
You don't
We
have
have
to share
3
that. You don't.
kids.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to ask that, but
No,
I was
it's
like,
3
because you
kids.
said 7 games, and I was thinking, good lord.
So my kids like to play. We like sports a whole lot.
That's cool.
My oldest son only plays one sport right now. He's in a school sport and in a rec sport. My daughter is in she's probably has 5 different sports that she does she would have been doing in the springtime. Yeah,
Wow.
She's on a couple baseball teams, on a soccer team, on a couple basketball teams. She has volleyball in there too at some point, but
Man.
yeah, it's overkill. My uncle is an orthopedic surgeon, and he literally grabbed me by the collar a few months back and said, "You all need to slow down." We're like, we're trying.
Yeah,
Slowly
we've
but surely.
gone down to 7 sports. That's
I
Right.
know my daughter's playing less sports now.
right.
She's not
Quit.
dancing as much.
Right. Oh my
Oh,
goodness.
I remember many moons ago going to watch the Nutcracker and seeing your sister, and I think your dad was in it too, right?
Yeah, so my dad and my mom and my sister, they
Oh, and
were
your mom.
all a part of.
That
That was
Cool.
cool. Yeah, it was. I remember when
My
when
sister
Nikisa and I were
actually
there, and I was like,
owns
that looks like Mo's dad.
my
Wait, that's
my
his
dad
sister.
my dad yeah. So my sister is a she actually went to school in New York for ballet, and she owns a studio in
What?
Miami now.
Get
Yeah,
wow.
out of
so
here.
she's continued it. And my dad and my mom were always super supportive of it. My dad was incredibly enthusiastic about doing the Nutcracker stuff. It was kind of creepy, but he really liked to do the Nutcracker,
Your dad
get
makes
all
me think
dressed
of,
up in the makeup. And
you remember the commercial where the daughter's doing her cheerleading routine outside, and her dad, big guy, standing next to her and doing the cheerleading routine with her?
Yes.
That's what
oh,
your dad
yeah,
reminds me of.
he would be there.
Yeah,
My dad
totally.
actually was a cheerleader in college,
Are you
Oh,
serious?
goodness.
so he would be doing cheerleading.
Dr.
Yeah,
Doubtfit was a cheerleader in college.
yeah,
We might have to have him
he
on the
was a
show next.
cheerleader. Yeah.
Hey, hey, Jamie,
Oh, he'd be great.
you need to explain why you're calling Brian Mo.
Oh, that'd be a fun story. Yeah, real quick, sure. So the first time I ever met
That's how
Mo,
we know each other.
yeah, I met Mo. Mo is short for Elmo. I met Brian when I used to call him Elmo because he used to play laser tag back in Lubbock at a little place called Laserport, and that's where is Jake still there?
20.
Jake's is still there, yeah.
So where Jake's is right now in Lubbock, Jake's Sports Bar, that's where Laserport used to be. And Brian, who his code name used to be Elmo, he used to work and play there, and that's how I met him. And we used to call each other by our code names, and so Elmo was what I always called him, Mo for short. And honestly, it's a name that's just going to stick well, it's never going to go away for me at least. And so kind of like how you like calling me.
Whenever I was growing up, see, I always call you Jamie.
I know.
Even then, I didn't call you Darkness. I call you Jamie.
Well, and I called you Mo, and that's how it's. That's why. Yeah.
What was his name, Brian?
His name was Darkness.
Dark.
The Darkness. Darkness.
But that's
Which is
because
really ironic because Jamie is the opposite of
dark.
of that.
Yeah.
He's the opposite of dark.
I was inspiration from a comic book that I used to love by Mark Silvestri.
Yep.
And it was called The Darkness. Yeah. And he's a great artist, and I loved his writing and everything.
Oh,
and so he had this comic, and I love the drawing and everything. And so I took the name from his character, Jackie Estacado, who had the power of the darkness. And so that's where that came from.
It's kind of funny that you weren't Superman though, because you love
Right.
the Superman character. You
That
didn't
didn't come
do a
till later,
Superman
actually.
type.
Yeah, that didn't come till later.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And
Huh.
yeah.
So you like Superman after you like the Darkness. Interesting.
You weren't born liking Superman like
I hated him, actually.
I mean, everybody.
And I know, Sandy.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah.
like DC. It was during a time when I was like, oh, DC and
Yeah.
Marvel. DC sucks. Marvel's awesome. And then later on, I liked it. And then now it's to the point where I'm like, if I want to like two things, there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with that.
Why? I mean, they're both going to get my money.
You can share it.
Yeah.
So
I like Xbox and PlayStation.
let me tell you my story about them. These two guys, plus a bunch of other ones, they were laser tag fiends.
Yeah.
It was like their drug.
It
These
really was.
kids would play.
Oh, it was great.
They would play all the time. And
Yeah.
the reason I bring it up because Marcy's watching us and she says, "What was Joe's name?"
Oh,
I didn't have a name.
You did.
So we could never get Joe to play. Joe would always come.
Played with them. I think I played like 2 or 3 times with them. And you know why I didn't play with them? Because they were so good. It was like I just need to stand out here in the middle of the thing and they would just shoot me because it didn't matter what I did.
That's why we wanted you to play.
Yeah, we needed
We needed somebody to go after.
someone to run around like a like a cute little mouse.
It was utterly ridiculous. They would take these games to the next level and they would travel. They would actually travel and
road trips, man.
Road
yeah, they
trip.
We're all crazy.
They would do tournaments in California. They did tournaments in Tennessee and Nashville, right? You guys went there, and I was like,
yeah.
Yeah.
So the interesting thing is that was only a period of like what 2 or 3 years, really.
Yeah.
And
Seems
it
like it
was
was so
very
much longer than that,
influential.
though, right?
Oh, I mean, it feels like it was a lifetime. Like whenever we were in it, it was great.
Dude, I remember one of the last tournaments we held in Lubbock. I remember afterwards was so pissed off. I remember going out back, and you remember those what were they? The wooden pallets. The wooden pallets out there. I don't know. I know it was me and JD. We went out there. I remember just busting those things with our fists all over the place.
Well, JD used to go. So if JD had a bad game, he would disappear, and you would hear him over there towards like the dumpster area, the pallet area, just beating something.
Yeah, he was punching stuff. He'd come back and his nickels would be all bleeding, and I'm like, what?
Yeah,
I don't condone
like, dude, we got to play another game. What are you doing?
Yeah, he'd be like, I'll be all right. But you know what? Honestly, guys,
yeah, you better.
But and there's a little downplay here. The disparity between Mo's game and my game is huge. So for everything that Joe said, Mo was definitely looked at as the top player in all of laser tag, like laser port, the Lubbock
defeat.
This guy is amazing. Enormous.
What a feat. I reached the top.
Yeah, you couldn't get close because you'd scared to step on his feet, and you'd be like, "Dang it, it's not fair." So,
I used to play barefooted too. You remember that?
You used to, yes.
Like this is Brian. They were no fun to play with. Never played either.
Oh, but Marcy was fun. You know what I remember about Marcy back in the day? Like her dance moves. Like she was so cool dancing. She'd be behind the counter and then just hang out. And then I don't remember what she practiced or whatever, but I remember she would just start dancing all over the place.
She showed me how to do the Men in Black dance.
Yes.
So specific that she taught me how to do the Men in Black dance.
Great dancer.
Yeah. So I was like, oh my goodness, I could do the Men in Black dance.
That's true.
It was just crazy. Hey guys, we're at 56.
And she hated laser tag.
Yeah, she didn't like it at all. We have some awesome guests coming.
Sorry, you keep talking, Joe.
We have some awesome guests lined up for the rest of the week, y'all. So if you're John Matthew.
Better than this.
Hi, John Matthews.
Hey, Johnny boy.
You know, you just don't interview well, so
but you'll get him next time. Time.
Are you sure it's not the interviewer? Are we? It seems like a theme.
No, the interviewers love him. It's just, yeah. What were you saying, Joe?
No. So tomorrow we are going to have inspirational speaker, basically.
Oh, sorry. Yes, we have. Oh, yes, Joe. Thanks. We have a motivational speaker. We have someone who. Yeah, I mean that's a good term to use, but I've heard her speak. Guys, if you have ever wanted to see like a master motivational speaker, what they sound like, come to tomorrow's episode. Her name is Kim Kaufman. She is fantastic.
If you need some motivation in your life, be here.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
yes.
She's going to give you some tips on public speaking and how important it is in this world to be able to do that. So it's going to be a great show.
Yep.
On Wednesday, we're going to have the former Miss Teen Texas, Miss Teen Lubbock, and former Miss Texas Collegiate. She is actually going to be doing her makeup on the show.
What?
And she'll be doing her makeup and then answering our questions while we interview her while she's doing her makeup. So her name is Kylie Boyd, and she's someone that I've known for a very long time. Man, I'm sorry. Somebody is scat. We may have to ban him from So yeah, make sure that you're watching on Wednesday for that, and then we're keeping. She
cares about Farrah.
Yeah,
Farrah cares about Farrah.
Farrah cares.
Yeah,
Farrah cares
about her mom and dad. Yeah. Sorry. So Wednesday, we got a makeup artist coming, and we're gonna be able to ask her questions.
Yeah. Yeah, so she's going to
while
be
she's doing it.
while she's doing it. So if you have questions about makeup, she's definitely one to ask, and I think it's going to be a fun show. So, and she's been on a reality show too, so it'll be fun to.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Whoa.
I'll have to bring that out to her.
So, and then Thursday, we have this is our first international guest, guys.
Oh, that's right.
We've
Dude,
got a guest from the UK who's
Across
going to
the
be
pond.
on. Yeah, and so I'm super happy he's coming because for us it's 9:30. For him, it'll be 3:30 in the morning.
Oh,
Right.
wow.
So
That's
he's
awesome.
devoted.
Whoa.
Have you guys ever seen homemade or collectors lightsabers? This guy makes homemade lightsabers.
Really?
Yes, and
They are awesome. He showed us. I was like,
So
holy.
cliche.
Yeah, these things, and they're legit looking, and they look sweet. I mean, I've seen some lightsabers because I'm always trolling, looking at lightsabers. This guy, as soon as I saw him, I was like, I need to get him on the show. Need to have this guy on the show because these things look awesome. You're gonna be able to see some of the lightsabers that he's
That's pretty
selling.
rad.
He just started selling because he'll share hopefully some of the story, but now that he's had more time at home, also, he went ahead and started delving into this passion of his, and he's going to tell us about that and show off some of the lightsabers. And just in case the guy's already booked far in the future, I'll let him share how much more farther. But
Oh, right. Okay. I was about to say it, but
yeah. So anyway, and then we'll be back Friday for our Freaky Friday episode. Give us some ideas on some of the topics you want to hear about on Friday too. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. And we'll leave with these comments here.
Don't say that, John. You can't say that to me.
He said,
You can't say that to me, dude. Like,
he said tall instead of y'all. So, that's another reason he didn't get the job because,
Top of y'all building.
he must be on phone. Don't say that to me, John. You're gonna make me scared.
Jump off our building.
Look,
We're broadcasting from.
I can't. Oh my gosh, guys,
Exactly.
we're gonna have to call him after in the post show and be like, "Are you okay?" Because
All right. So I hope y'all enjoyed our show. We want to give thanks to Brian or Elmo for
Yes, thank you,
being
Brian.
our fourth seat tonight. If you want to be in that fourth seat, let us know. Well, actually, you have to be our top fan. So Brian was our first top fan, and so he's the reason.
woohoo!
We don't know how you
The
become the
original.
top fan, so you need to make sure that you're interacting with our Facebook page to make it happen. So, other than
John's going to be the next one, it looks like.
that,
John's
no.
already been on the show.
John's already been on the show.
Oh, okay. Never
He
mind.
has
go back
been
and
on the
watch
show.
I guess he can't be a repeat.
We were on his show.
We were guests on his show while he was invited to ours.
It's very confusing.
It was great though. You should go watch it, Brian. It was funny.
Yeah,
Will do.
And
Okay.
with that,
Remember to wash your hands.
for 20 seconds,
you filthy animals.
have a good night, everyone.
Have a good night.